All right. Yesterday I did this video in Russian. I will do today in English. So here's the deal. I had to refuse to give my personal information to some kind of a company that I consider to be not reliable for me. Maybe they are reliable, but the point is they want too much stuff from you. You see, this summer, it's 49 years since I been last time in the former Soviet Union, and it's almost 37 years since I live in the United States. Let's give it as 4 decades. So over this time, since the time of Ronald Reagan, I had to go through several organizations that required fingerprints from me. It's starting FBI when I was in Italy, and I had to go through one embassy there, and they even took my DNA, not just fingerprints. So when you have a fingerprint, so it's FBI, CIA, the immigration service in outside of the United States, the immigration service inside the United States. Then when my former wife arrived, we had to give fingerprints, and actually there was one time they even forced us to get fingerprints together, which kind of weird because I already had a citizenship long time. And the Salt Lake County, Salt Lake City Police Department, and there was Utah Department of the Investigations, and so on and so on. So we have so much time taking our fingerprints that it's like they should have a stock of them over the years, over the last 4 decades in the United States. So was kind of a surprise that last week I was required to go to a specific place and give a fingerprint. But then I realized there's something wrong with this. And I looked up, and of course, yesterday I went to their website and I looked, and what you have this spread of questions that they have. And this spread of questions is unbelievably intrusive in your personal life, and not just your personal life, the personal life of people that are already dead in your family. There were questions, well, for instance, where your grandmother and grandfather met. When did you met with your wife? Where did you go to on vacation? And there's whole sheet of questions that excuse me, it's too, how to tell it, it's none of your fucking business, okay? I offered my company to go to their office and do the same thing, what it was done last time. And here's the deal, how it works. You go to human resources, the human resources take your fingerprint and then send them to Conoco, Virginia, which is FBI. Background check center. They simply submit stuff, and they keep stuff for themselves. I'm talking about a security firm as a copy for themselves. Okay, so, but suddenly they subcontract to a third party we have no idea about. This is foreign thing, but it's not just security firm that I work for, but some state organizations like police department, like de facto driver's license division, so on and so on. They go through one company, and all this company, as I said, collect pretty much all the same thing from the rest of the people. Do we want it? No. I offer, as I said, to take my fingerprints, 100%. But what bothers me is the information they're collecting. And when I see what kind of information they're collecting, is the get some water. Oops, sorry. It's the information that can be kind of put together later by artificial intelligence. So what it is grabs all your information there and create I call it a virtual identity, and very suspicious stuff lately happened. I had several occasions when I was working. I had some of the people that I worked with asking me specific questions, not just specific questions, but various personal questions. Like they wanted clarification of some stuff from before. And coincidence was that they had their phone on, and so while you are talking, you're actually talking not just to the person that asks you questions, but you're talking to the phone, and this phone broadcasts somewhere. I have no idea where. Okay, that's why there was a time I started asking, "Excuse me, do you have your phone on? Before you talk to me, turn your phone off. Then we will talk." Okay. And this is, as I said, it's collecting of information. That is, I'm talking about the fingerprinting place. So the fingerprints, in my opinion, is not the major things. What they do, they collect information, really personal information, that it needs to be developed by artificial intelligence later and creating exactly what I said. It's alternative identity of possible, as I said, virtual identity, which is really dangerous. And I don't know what this company is, where the information goes, and we will see how it's going to develop. Don't forget, I'm talking that my mother was murdered here in Georgia. When my father's research was stolen, not in Georgia, but was part of the stuff situation here, I was poisoned in Georgia. Somebody wanted to kill me in Georgia 2 years ago. And which is, by the way, today is what, 5th? Oh, 6th. Exactly 2 years ago. So and I still cannot recover because I have a pain on my pancreas, and I have gallbladder, and whole stuff. It's just 2 years, which gave me medical condition. So my point is, state when somebody killed my mother, tried to kill me, and suddenly they want information that would, who knows, can put me in danger. So we will have to find out what's next thing is going to be, but it's not something that I am willing to proceed unless the situation there is adjusted to some kind that I feel secure. So we'll see how it's going to develop. I will have to, fortunately, I'm 62 years old now, and my social security coming up. I hope it's not going to be sabotaged again. There was an attempt. I was I think it was part of entrapment that I had a year and a half ago, after my mother's death. It was here in Atlanta, and I'm kind of still looking into situations, and we'll see. Whoever killed my mother, I told you, doesn't matter what color of your race is, I'm still gonna keep digging, and fuck you.